Hey boys and girls, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the amazing Attack of the B Team. Yes, and we're back in our lovely graveyard to celebrate a bit more of today's channel art. How good is that? I'm excited. We're going to do 3 today as well because we're awesome. We're going to go with the big 3. So let me dig out some holes and we will get to doing these good guys. One other thing to shout about is today we're going once again for the 1,000 like mark. I think we can do it. I think that's a thing. We'll show everyone that we are a force to be reckoned with. Yes, a community of purely epic people. So go hit that like button and show your amazing support and everyone will be like, oh my god, these guys, look at them. Alright, let's get these guys down and do some cool funky things. Today as well we're going to be working with some Tinker's Construct, I believe, and get that doing all its thing because I need to get a shovel that has a bit of silk touch on it so that we can get some grass into our underground lair for when I'm feeling slightly peckish. I don't need to eat cooked mutton anymore. I can eat this stuff and it tastes amazing, but you know, like, yummy. We need it everywhere. So let's start. Today we're going to be showing off a little bit of channel art via the amazing DK1999. Look at this one, looking very cool indeed. Oh yes, we've got a little guy looking very evil. I like it. So let's throw this one down for you, and I believe it goes under Dilts 2012. I kind of help. Oh, here we go. We need to put an eye in, don't we? That's probably generally going to help. Dilts 2012. Mr. Cow. Bam. Cool beans. Alright, next up, flashing on your screen, is via Jake. Look at this one. Check it out. We've got Melvin again, and we've got a little guy going, keep it up. We're going to keep it up. Thanks for sending in your amazing channel art. Now, with this one, I couldn't really get the name right, so I'm hoping that it's done like this. Or it's all like lowercase, so we're just going to have a quick mess around and see if we can get it right. I think it's kind of like this. That'll probably do it. We'll go with that one. I think we got it right. And the third one flashing up is by, and I hope I pronounce this right, Shamon? Yes, Shamsak CC. Yes, we've got a cool castle and a funky looking wand. Thank you very much once again for sending in your amazing channel art. So we'll throw this one on here. There we go. And I think I've spelt that right. Yes, I have. Looks like we haven't got a skin for this guy. Cool beans. Alrighty then, and we'll throw down your little panels to show how purely awesome you guys actually are. Yes, you're so awesome. Should we throw down? I'll go with the Minecraft names. I can never decide which one I want to do, but we'll go with the Minecraft names. There's Dilts, and we have this funky fella indeed. Oh man, I got to put the thing there, didn't I? Let's go and change this around quickly. Burp. There we go. Cool. And it is, oh my god, 2119. So good. And the first one, man, we're gonna be churning our way through these channel arts if we do it this way. So good. Cool beans. Well, there we go, guys. I hope you've enjoyed having your channel art shown off in the Attack of the B Team Smeltery of evilness. Yes, we're going to have to work on a second row soon because we've got so many guys. I am loving it. Cool beans. Alright guys, well let's get involved with today's stuff. Yes, we're going to be doing some Tinker's Construct. And Tinker's Construct is awesome because that will allow us to create our weapons of choice. And we'll be able to add modifiers and cool gizmos and thingamajubes to allow us to do that, which I think is going to be awesome. Another thing I want to grab before we go down there is a couple of bits of obsidian because I want to make one of these guys an entity mover. Even though we're probably not going to use it today, I want to make it so that I don't forget about it. So when I come across a bat, I can pick it up and I can take it down into my lair and I can collect its skin samples so that I can go ahead and fly like a bat without having to jump into bat form. Hey, bud, how's it going? Cool. All right, and this guy needs a couple of these, I think. Was it two emeralds? Probably 2. There we go. Entity mover. Yeah, cool. Just like that guy, but better, because it does entities, not blocks. And we should probably become a human being as well, because I can see that becoming a little bit helpful. Alright, so I have been making myself loads of these guys, these seared bricks, and if you don't know how Tinker's Construct works, the first thing you're going to want to do is get yourself some grout. Grout is crafted in two ways. You can use gravel, piece of clay, and some sand and you'll get grout, or you can use the block version of clay with sand and gravel like such, and you'll get 8 grout. When you go and furnace that grout, you'll get yourself seared bricks. Yes, and I have no idea why. I think there's a small bug with this at the minute, but for some reason I don't seem able to transfer them via this pipe, and I really have no idea why. They just get stuck in there and they won't go through this thing, even though it's all turned on. I really don't understand it. Whether has that been fixed because there was just an update? No. Yeah, I put an ore in there and it'll jump across perfectly fine, so I really have no idea what's going on there. The weird thing is, it's worked in other worlds, but it just doesn't want to work there. Well, there we go. The mod's just like, nope, not today. I am not working. So once we've got this stuff, we want to grab our seared bricks like a boss, and we're going to craft ourselves a load of these guys. And when we do so, we'll be given the mighty smelting book. Yes, and you probably would remember that when you started, you had yourself a book already, didn't you? Yes, you had a little Tinker's Construct book that you started with, and that run you through the basics. And once you work your way through Tinker's Construct, you'll be given more books to help you along your way. So once we've got this, we want to put down our bricks. I'm going to put one there, I'm going to put another one there, I think, and we'll place some on the sides. You have to do yourself a 3x3 in the middle, and then around the sides you have to place more of these blocks. The first thing that you have to do is at least make one that's one layer tall to be able to use it. And we'll get involved with this. So there are those guys there. We'll go and grab some more of these. Pretty sure I got a fairly decent amount of them, and we should be able to craft all the bits that we need. I think I'm going to go ahead and make a few more of these seared bricks before we craft all of the actual components for it. So we'll put you down like that. And note that I've left these two open because we're actually going to need these two for something very funky indeed. And I'm going to go ahead and fill in the back as well, because we only want the front to have some funky glass stuff going on. There we go. And could we do more? We could probably do another layer, but we'll hold out for the time being. I'm going to fill these two in here as well. So you can see that I've made this awesome little room here, specifically designed for our Tinker's Construct. Yes, I could have gone with the basic Tinker's Construct setup, but I decided, as we are just so evil, we need to make it look all fancy and stuff, don't we? We've got to go all fancy pants and make it look all cool. So we're going to spend today doing that, and then we'll get on in the next episode and make our items. So we've got our seared bricks, and we're feeling very good about that. The first thing that we're going to want to craft ourselves is if I grab more of these bricks, because we're going to need a fairly decent amount of these. There we go. The first one we're going to craft is a Smeltery controller, the brain of the Smeltery. These items that I'm crafting now, you have to make. You cannot do without them. We're also going to need ourselves a piece of glass. And we're going to make ourselves one of these guys, a seared tank. Oh, yes. We're going to also craft ourselves one of these, I believe. No, that's the one. A Smeltery drain, which is an input and output for fluids within our Smeltery. The next thing we want to craft ourselves is going to be a casting table. We're also going to craft ourselves another casting table, and we're going to craft ourselves a casting basin. You would only generally need one casting table if you want to go for a, just one that works, but we're making it a little bit different, aren't we? Because we're going, we're going all fancy pants. So we'll do that, and we're going to want ourselves some more glass for the front. If I remember rightly, we're going to need ourselves another 3 bits. 3 bits, so we're going to need some glass, and we're going to need our seared bricks. I might need more seared bricks, so we'll take all of these guys with us. And the best ones you can make go like this, so if we do that, actually we'll fill them all in so we don't have to do it again. Burp. There we go, that will do the job. And our seared bricks like this will give us our seared glass. How cool is that? And we'll just make a load of these, why not? Because I want to try and do an additional layer on top, if I have enough stuff to do it. Alrighty then. So let's throw down our Smeltery controller. There. We'll throw down our seared tank, and you'll note now that when I do this, the Smeltery controller will come to life, yes, because we have one layer that is built. So if we was to throw stuff in here, we'll fill up this bottom area, this 3x3, which obviously is 9, and you'll know that we have 9 blocks inside here, which is basically your basin. And as we add more to this, we will go ahead and get ourselves more funky stuff. So our Smeltery drain we're going to put on this side to allow our liquids to come out. And then with our seared glass, we're going to throw it across the top like so. And that's going to go ahead and now add a separate layer on there, because now we have 2 layers. How cool is that? We have 2 layers of total awesomeness. And I'm going to have to do something about the side here, because I don't think that works very well with the seared glass. No, it doesn't work too well. We're actually going to go ahead and make another layer as well, because I'd like to get a few more on there if I can. And I think we've got enough to be able to do that. We need ourselves, what, another 2 of the glass, so we'll make another 2 of these, and then we'll turn the rest into the other guys. There we go. And I can hear Bud behind me just be like, "Rrr." He's so into it. So into the evil genius type thing. Alright, there we go. So we've got all these. We're looking good. Let's get rid of you for the time being. And we'll throw another layer up here. Yeah. So now we'll have another 9 slots to be able to put in all our awesome stuff that we want to smelt. So we'll do you. Burp. 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 And we need to do the same one here as well with our seared glass. So we'll put you there, and you there, and you there. And now you should know that we have an even larger bin with a little pulley tab to to move it all around and make it look good. Now, the next thing that you generally do is you take a casting table or you take a casting basin and you put them underneath your smeltery drains to allow your liquid to come out. We're also going to need to craft ourselves a faucet, which I completely forgot about, but we're not actually going to be crafting faucets. So you're probably thinking, well, why aren't you crafting faucets? Because surely that's how you get your liquid out of the tank. Well, no, I want it so that the liquid comes out over here. So it's not all compact and looking all horrible together, because I don't like it when it's all stuck together. We're going to have it so, you know, we can put our liquid in there, and then we can come around here and be like, hey, I want some of this, and then boop, it does it. And then over here we're going to have tanks with all our additional liquids. It's going to look funky. At least I hope it's going to look good. I kind of thought this out on how I want it to go. Yeah, I haven't actually ever made it before, so there we go. So we'll throw all these things in here that we don't need for the time being. We definitely don't need our zombie brains. We don't need our dubstep gun for the time being. We will need item ducks. We don't need torches. We don't need our seared bricks. We don't need all of you guys. Do I want a seared glass? I could keep one just for a second. Yes. And that should be it. Yeah. I think we've got this. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to need is fluiducts. Yes, fluiducts will allow us to pull the liquid out of our person. The next thing we're going to need is going to be our casting table basins. So let's go and throw these guys down over here. So the first one we're going to want is going to go here. And I'm probably also going to want to go ahead and craft myself a couple of cool things. So if we take our seared bricks and our diamond saw, we're going to craft ourselves some of these. Yeah. I want loads and loads of amazing covers, because these are just going to make it look so good. And we're also going to want to craft ourselves some hollow seared bricks as well, so we can get this looking even funkier. Now, out of our basin, we're going to have a item duct that's going to go down. The item duct will go down here, and then it will go into a chest on the side. So if we bring that around like so, then that will do the trick. Actually, I don't need that one down there, do I? I need it to be just a little bit to the side. Now, if we was to do that as well, it means I'm also going to need to have a lever in there. So let's grab our, let's go get ourselves a lever. We're probably going to need a couple of levers, actually, to get this to look good and work nicely. So there is that, and there is that. Pop, pop. Let's grab ourselves a lever. Nice. And we'll pop this guy in here and turn it on so it's all good to go. There we go. So let's grab our item duct again, and we'll put you there. And do we want it to... Actually, I want it one up. Oh my god, it's been so long since I've seen you. I was wondering where he was. I looked for him when I did the update, thinking, oh, please don't disappear. And he hadn't. So good. Alright, so we want one of these guys. We're going to place it there. We're going to know another one, place it there. Like that. Let's get our cobblestone. We'll fill this in a little tandem. I might have to go down there to flip a few majubies, so we'll leave that. But we are going to want our casting table to go on here, like so. And we're going to want ourselves a chest to go on the other side to get that looking pretty good. And have I got some oak? I have. Cool. We'll do 2 of you. Give me enough to get myself a chest. Cool. And we can go and put this guy over here on top of you. Nice. Now if we go down here, I should be able to change the things on these. So we'll set that as out, and that one is in. You can see that that one's lit up because it's got a redstone signal because we gave it the lever. So all is working Very good. If I was to place something in there, it should be sucked out and go into there. Have I got anything I can test it with? I don't think I can place reds. I can. Yes. And it will suck things out if there was actually something that was made, which is awesome. Alright, so we are pretty much done on those side of things. We need our liquids to come around the back, so let's go and do that. So I want you guys to come out here. And should we actually, I know a better way of doing this. Let's do this from this side first. So we'll put one there, one there, one there, and then these guys can come around here. Cool. And you can go there. Now we'll take one of our, we can just use one of these, why not? And our redstone, and poof. And now, when we do this, hopefully, it will allow the liquids to be drawn out. Because the one thing with all of these is they do require a redstone signal on most things to actually work. So if I flip that, oh, I need to remove this. Burp, there we go. You can see that that should hopefully work. Either that or it needs to be underneath it. Let's have a little gander, shall we? So if I get rid of you, we wanted to activate this guy right here, the fluid duct. Now there could be a better way of doing this. We could use, if we have, I wonder if we have Project Red installed. That could work really well. Let's go have a look, see if we've got Project Red installed. If we've got Project Red installed, then we can use an even funkier version. I'm going to need myself some iron. I believe we've got aluminium, we've got iron. Yes. Alright, so it's that stuff, and you. Burp. Yeah, we have. Cool. Red iron compound. And we'll get this guy doing a furnacing. Boop. There we go. Cool. I wonder if that's going to come out the back, or whether that's just going to play about as well. This thing just is so weird. Oh, I didn't know like it's coming out. How strange. Wonder if that would do it. Yeah, see? Straight out into the thing. Yeah, my red doesn't. I don't get it. Alright, well, we've got some red alloy. We're going to need a few more of these guys, so we'll grab... I think we need... Let's have a look, because we want to make red alloy wire. We're going to need 3 of these. So we'll craft another 3. And then we'll use this for powering it, and I think this is going to work a lot better. These guys are just awesome, because they can be put up walls and all over the place. I love them. Alright then, so that's doing that, which is very cool indeed. The next thing that we're going to want is to place down our casting basin and our casting table. The first thing we're going to do is put a casting basin there, we'll put a casting table here. The reason I'm not putting outputs for these guys is because if I have an output here that's continuously sucking, if I only want things like pickaxe heads, I don't want it to keep pulling pickaxe heads out. So this will be for making lots of ingots, this will be for making separate pieces like axe heads and whatnot, and this one will be for taking out blocks of metal. Very cool. So we'll grab our fluid ducts and bop, bop, and bop. There we go. Actually, before we do that, there is something that we need to do. We need to remove you and this guy and place down our hollowed seared bricks. Yes. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll go around eventually at some point and change this room out to make it look all seared bricky, because I think that could be very cool indeed. There we go. Very nice. Alright, so our liquid will come out of there, go through here into these guys, depending on which one is open. Remember, we can change these with our guy here, which is very nice. So I can specify which ones I want the liquid to come into. I was trying to find a way to automate whether I can turn these on and off, but I just, for the life of me, can't figure it out. So, yeah, we'll leave it as it is. There is actually an item inside Tinker's Construct that you can use for having liquid flow out of the smeltery, which is this guy, the casting channel. But the problem with the casting channel is, 1, it's very buggy because it's quite new, and 2, it actually continuously flows, which can be a slight issue when you only want one of one thing. Alright, so we've got that. We've got to go around and get our red stuff because... Oh no, that came out. How strange. I wonder if it just takes a minute or 2 to do it. Although the other stuff wasn't coming out, was it? How weird. Alright, red alloy wire. Like a mouse. And we're going to want this guy to come around here. I believe it's from there. Let's give it a shot. Yep, that's all lit up and looking bonky. We'll bring you around here. There we go. And you can see that that's now lit up. Good stuff. So if we come around here, we can turn that off. And now it's turned off. Brilliant. Alright, so the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to allow for extra liquids to come out of this system. Now, a way I thought of doing that would be to have fluiducts pulling out the additional liquid, which is just, no, that's pretty cool, isn't it? So if we had one fluiduct here and one fluiduct here, and then if we came down here, we could take the fluiducts and have them flow directly into a separate area. So if we brought it around here. Oh, Mr. Cow, I need you to move. If you don't mind moving just for 2 seconds, I would be very appreciative. You're very much... Actually, I've got a good idea. There we go. Cool beans. We'll put you back at some point, but you're mine for the taking. Alright, so we're going to want these guys to come around here, which is going to look very cool indeed. And they're going to go around into the back of these areas where we will have liquid set up and good to go. So we'll do that, and we'll do that. And along here we're going to have tanks. Yes, the tanks will store certain liquids, so we can have seared glass, like that for instance. And we'll have more of those going along. And then we want our liquids to come out. It's going to go back through the roof and back into this guy. So if we decide that we want more liquid, we can go ahead and do that. Very cool. So I might make a few more seared tanks, but we'll have one seared tank for the time being. I think that's going to look good. And then with these we can grab our seared bricks and do that. And do that. See? Now that looks very cool, doesn't it? And we can even have them on the back, just to make it so you can't see the background as such. We might have to do the top bit, but the top bit was going to have would have one of these guys in it. Like that. So if we was going to do that, it means that we'd probably have to use one of these guys, the hollowed seared bricks. So if we place that there, we can then have those parts coming out like that. There we go. Looking very good. Alright, so if we was going to do that, we'd have those guys coming out of there, which is very cool. The additional thing that we'd need is we'd need them to pull out of here, like that. And if they're going to be pulling out of there, it means that we're going to need a way of telling it to pull. So I think for that I'm going to use buttons. Yeah, buttons are good. I wanted to use the glowing buttons. If we have a look on here, Project Red has glowing buttons, but I need to go to the Nether before I can use these guys. So if I wanted the white ones, actually I'd probably have the black ones because they suit the seared brick style really well. And for that, we need Illuminar, which means I need glowstone. So we'll have to go to the Nether at some point and grab some of those. I can't believe we haven't even been to the Nether yet. How cool is that? Maybe one day we'll go to the Nether. So we'll grab 2 of these guys, and we'll throw these down and get our buttons. And now, when we are done with our liquid, we can push the button, and it gets sucked down straight into there. And it will go to the nearest available inventory that it can be put into, which would be our seared glass tank. Yeah, cool beans. I'm liking it. Now, another thing that we're going to have to do as well is we're going to have to remove these. Yes, for the time being, very quickly, because I need to put down my my covers, don't I? I always forget to place my covers. I don't know why, I just do. Let's go and make some more of these guys. So we'll grab a few more of you. We want this to look really stylish and funky, don't we? So we've got to make sure we do it right. So we'll place you there, and you there. And then we'll have these guys coming up through here. And once again, we'll set these to output. Like that. Alright. And I think we have made a masterpiece. Guys, I think we've gone and done it. The only thing now is to test to see if it actually works, which is one thing in its own, which means we're also going to need to go and grab ourselves some lava, aren't we? So if I fill that up like that, and we're going to have to go and grab some lava, and we'll give this a test and see if it works. Let's go grab a little bit of lava, which is going to be fun because I have no idea where lava is. Although I remember there was some lava off in one of the directions. There was like a big old cave system, wasn't there? Let's go have a look, see if we can find it, have a gander about. It's still daytime and nice outside, so it's all beautiful, isn't it? We'll go into bat form and have a fly. I can't wait until I can use my entity mover to grab myself a bat, and then we'll do some genetics on a bat, and then we'll be like, hey, look, we can fly, we've got superpowers. That's a thing. Just making sure I don't have any... I wonder if we could take the lava out of this guy. Don't think we can. No. Alright. Okay. Let me grab my bucket. And we're going to have a fly and see if we can find us some lava. I think the last time I found lava, it was over in this direction somewhere down a huge cave. Let's see if we can see any down there. I remember looking around here and I just couldn't find any in the snowy place. So I went off in another direction to have a look. And I found it. Yes. We haven't actually really adventured much out here since we've been here, have we? So we might have to go on a little adventure at some point. Pack us some lunch. Well, we don't need lunch, do we? Because we can eat grass now. So we don't even need to do that. So we can do that. Oh, wow, look. Oh, I think I already came here and grabbed some bits, didn't I? Yeah, see? Safari net. Melon seeds. Cool. Ice shards. Ooh. All right. Let's keep a looking for our stuff. But yeah, we're going to have to get a little adventure on at some point and go and find some cool things. I know that we have a few of the kind of weird magically mod type things in, so we might have to go and have a look at a few of those at some point. I'm kind of hoping just to find a ravine that just has a bunch of lava just sat around waiting to be used. Yeah. Or we could take a break one day and go to the world of Tropicraft and see some of those guys. They've just updated the mod for archaeology as well, so we can look into some of those cool things. Oh my Jesus Christ! Look at that guy run! Wow, you're such a funky fella. You're like an Enderman, but you're walking in the day. You don't go mental if I look at you. How different. We've got Squirtle. We've got a Pikachu that likes to walk on all fours. We've got a cow that looks slightly more brown than a cow should be. This is a little bit different. I think these guys are from Darwin's mod. I think. Don't quote me on that. But they do look very strange. They just look slightly wrong, don't they? I wonder if they actually... Do they drop anything good? What do they drop? How do they work? Who are you? Please don't tell me I've just turned it... No, I can't off because I've turned into a slime, haven't I? Look at that. I feel like some sort of slug. That is disgusting. I would much rather be a bat, thank you very much. Isn't that so cool, the morphing animation? It's just funky. Oh, wow, those guys. We're going to have to figure out what they're actually there, why they're there, and what they're doing at some point, because currently I have no idea why they're there. Even though I think they're from, oh my god, it's like a tropical paradise of weird creatures. It's where all the outcasts go and play, isn't it? They come to the beach and do their funky biddings. Have we got more of them down here? Oh no, that's just a regular skeleton. It's a regular boring old skeleton. That's a thing. Alright, I think we're getting close. I remember being somewhere around here was a decent cave that had some cool stuff below it. And we've got one of those red biomes over here as well, which is pretty funky. So there's so much stuff that we need to explore. Let's just go down here and see if we can find it. Obviously, we don't take any full damage, so what does it matter? Although I could do with a bite to eat, so I might have some cooked mutton. Yummy. Okie dokie then. Let's get going down and see if we can find our way to lava. Hopefully, at some point. Can't go down that way. How's about we can go down this way? This looks a little... Oh my god, there's a few funky fellas down there. Hello, how are you doing today? Would you need a hand? I have a very nice diamond sword if you fancy taking a bite into that. Oh my god, I'm just a helpless bat. I'm one of you guys. Alright, we'll place down our torches and get having a look. We're going to need to go right down, aren't we? This looks like the way down. Oh. And we've got, we've got essence allberry bushes. Nice. Nice. Yeah. I'm going to take these with me. They can go inside my awesome little area. And we've got nothing down here. There's one thing that's very much lacking in where we chose to build our home is lava, unfortunately. But I'm sure we will find some eventually. There's a fair few bad guys down there though, so I might just be a little bit careful. I'm a small bat. Please leave me alone. I'm really small. I'm the size of a ruler. Alright, here we go. We'll do you. Light you up. Oh, he's got a panda on his head. Everyone beware. Look out, this guy is a badass. Right, does this go down? No. No. Please. Could do with a little bit of lava right about now. Oh man, I've just realised what I should have made. Oh, that sucks. I should have made myself one of those guys to put loads of lava in. Damn. Well, if we find some sand, I can craft one. I hope. I think. Yeah. Wow, there's so many bad guys around here. Please, sort all your friends out. Make them all explode. There we go. I would be so happy if the guys over at Mojang decided to remove skeletons from the game. They are literally the bane of my existence in Minecraft. Oh man, this whole thing hasn't got any lava. Okay, I'm going to go and grab myself a one of those cool buckety guy things from Thermal Expansion, a tank, and we'll be back once I found some lava. I think that sounds like a thing. Ha ha ha, I found me some amazing lava. Check all that good stuff out. And I made myself one of these funky little portable tanks. How cool is that? Ooh, ooh, Jeebus! Oh my god, there's so many bad guys around! They are out in swarm tonight. He's got a craft computer on his head. Oh, very cool. Alright, we're going to do this quickly in case the cows start swarming on us. So we'll grab a load of lava and we'll throw it in our portable tank. And I might even leave a little landmark here, just so I know where all the lava is, because it's taken me ages just to find lava. Oh, there's something behind me. Alright, we're good. So we'll grab our tank. Oh, no. Yep, tank. Thank you very much. We'll throw down a little marker on here somewhere. So we'll put it here, I think. And we'll just say, you know, a little bit of lava. Fairly close to the home, actually, now that I look about it. So we'll make our way back, and we'll give this guy a test to make sure that it's all working very fine indeed. Oh my god, it's literally right behind the graveyard. I went flying off over that direction for ages. It's literally behind the graveyard. That sucks. Cool beans. Alright, let's go and give this a test. See how well it works. I have a feeling it's going to work pretty nicely. Although it's going to bound to have a few issues because this is very much a first try. But I think it's going to be alright. And once it's working very well, I might even switch this out for the way that I do ores, because it just looks that little bit more evil, doesn't it? Having lava flowing and all that good stuff. Yeah. Cool. Alright, so we'll put our lava tank here. We could put it under here, couldn't we? We'll put it here. Yeah. And we'll put our portable tank there. And we'll grab ourselves another seared thingamajob and put it there. And we'll grab our liquid duct or fluid duct and do that. And I might have to turn this guy around so that it's put as output, actually. We might have to do that first before we can do that. So let's grab you and output and that. I wonder if it, I think it might actually have to be the bottom. I don't think you have a choice in the matter. Let's just get rid of you. Yeah, I've got a feeling it's, yeah, you can only do it from the bottom. Alright, okay. So we'll put this guy, I don't know, I kind of want it in a place where it's not too visible. Let's put it here, and then we can, yeah, then we can fill it in. So if we put it there, and we have it as output, and we'll put the wiring under here. I think that could work. Okay, we'll have there. There we go. Look at that guy filling up and doing his thing. And we'll fill this up with these guys so it's not all looking minging and horrible. Oh my god, that took all of the lava. Well, most of it's actually going to be in these tubes, I think, but yes. And we'll do this. So we'll grab you and throw you there. And actually, yeah, we'll fill that whole thing up for the pure reason that we can always go ahead and figure out whether we need it. And I don't think that actually, that doesn't do it. All right, well, we'll just leave it showing. At least it gives me a good idea of, you know, what's going on in there. So I can see all the good stuff. Cool beans. All right, so let's go and test this guy out, shall we? So the first thing we're going to do, probably, is going to be, we could just, like, make a plate, couldn't we? We could do, like, a regular plate and then show how that does its thing. Let's grab a little bit of iron. And we'll go and smelt it up in here, because we're always going to need iron, aren't we? So we'll put in, I don't know, 3 bits of iron. like such, and you'll see that the lava is now in here as fuel. It's going to go ahead and use the fuel to smelt up the ingots, and then it will put it in there. You can see that they're actually in there at the minute as well, which looks pretty good. I think I just heard a skeleton. Hello? Mr. Skeleton? Oh no, they must be above us. I'm pretty sure I lit this place up very nicely. Cool. Alright, so you can see that we have our awesome blocks of iron in there doing their thing. They're soon going to smelt once it reaches its full smelting point and turn into a liquid. And currently this is turned off. Yes, I might have to make like a little window here so I know whether it's on or off. Or put a button there. That could probably work, I guess. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn this one off for the time being and this one off. And I'll show you how this is going to work. So, our molten stuff is turned into liquid. We have 3 ingots in there. So if I was to flip this switch, then it's going to bring the liquids out of there into here. You can see that it says molten iron inside this place. How cool is that? So if I tell this guy now that I want my iron to come out, you can see the molten iron has gone directly into our casting basin. But because we haven't got 9 ingots worth in there, it's not going to make a block. So what will we do? Well, the only thing that we can do is flip our lever like such. It's going to remove the liquid from there and place it in our seared glass tank. How cool is that? 432, 4 ingots worth. Such a boss. Now comes the fun part, because we actually want it to go above us and back into the smeltery, which means we're probably going to need to make ourselves another one of those guys and have it going around somewhere. I guess we can have it at the back, but that means I'd need to run cabling all across the top, which is a little bit hard work. So we'll probably leave that for the time being, and I'll do that probably in the next episode. Yeah, and we'll get it going across the top, going around and back into there, so that way we're always going to end up with like a few nuggets worth now and then, so we can store it in tanks. We'll click a button there and it will suck it up, throw it back into the smeltery so we can use it again, so we're never wasting anything, and that will work perfectly fine. I think that's going to be good. Yeah, if we have a look in here, you can see that there is currently no liquids within here, at least I don't think there is. No, all of these are empty. How cool is that? And did I flip the switch? I'm going to have to remember to sort this out so I flip the switch. Whether I have a button or I have a... I might have a button, actually. I think a button might work better. Yeah. Yeah, I think it will. Cool. Alright guys, well that's going to be that for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. We're making some very funky Tinker's Construct Majigga-Majubes. And in the next episode, we will go and craft ourselves the ultimate tool of evil. Yes, for helping us do all of the cool things that we're going to have to do during our evil building. And remember, there will be a well-downloaded episode 10, so I'm going to try my hardest to get a load more of the castle built before episode 10, so that when you guys download it, you can see all of the cool stuff and play around with it for yourself, and you can add stuff onto the castle and change it around and do whatever you like, and then maybe you can send me in some fan art of your awesome castle. Yeah, I think that would be good. You got no excuses then when you've got your own castle. I made it for you. Cool beans. Alright guys, well I'll see you soon for another episode. I hope you've had a brilliant day. Don't forget we're going for the 1,000 likes mark again. I'm sure we can do it because we're that awesome. And we're just that good. Cool. I'll see you guys soon. Have yourself a great day. Have a good one. And goodbye.